Hello, hola, welcome back to Rena MoMoney Plus. This channel will be jam-packed with tips and tools on how to save you money and make you money. I post 2 to 3 times a week on real estate tips, real estate investing, being a landlord, also being a wholesaler, and being profitable at each niche. So come on in. Today we have a good one. Today is going to be about what we need to do as a landlord to survive. What we need to do next now that the eviction moratorium is over. So come on in. Whether you have 1 unit, 10 units, 20 units, 120 units, 250 units, or 1,000 units, you are very well aware of what has been going on in the renting business, in the rentals, and with the economy. You're well aware of what's been going on with the eviction moratorium. You're well aware of that. The Supreme Court struck down by an eviction moratorium in a 6-3 decisions, and landlords from all over had to challenge. Moratorium had been extended over and over several times before, so the attempt to extend it again was on the table. Time is up for non-paying tenants. Time is up for allowing tenants to remain because they knew they couldn't be evicted. Time is up for those that are taking advantage of the system and sitting in these properties without paying. Time is up. The eviction moratorium is over. We're going to go over some of the things as a landlord that we need to do now and some options that we have that we can take care of to work through this and go to the next step after this eviction moratorium. The COVID-19 pandemic has caused many struggles for both renters and landlords. If your rental income has fallen, you can take advantage of options to keep you in control of your property and your financial situations. You want to find the option that's best for you. Each unit will be different. Each tenant will be different. Each person has a different situation. This COVID-19 has been a struggle for renters and for landlords. So you want to make sure that you work through all your options. One option for landlords may be to look into forbearance for your own property, for the properties that you rent out. Regardless of how many you have, the ones that you have a mortgage on it, look at getting a forbearance on those units and also on your primary unit as well. So look at getting a forbearance on those units if it's feasible. The second option is you want to try to help your tenant get the assistance. Each state has money set out for renters during this pandemic to assist. The government gave $46 billion in funds to help with assistance, and only $5 billion of it has been spent. So you have to have them to apply. If they have not applied, you as a landlord can assist them in applying for this assistance. So the first option is to look into forbearance, to pause the mortgage you have on the unit. The second option is to help your tenants by applying for the rental assistance program. You can schedule an appointment with them to come into the office to get everything done and complete that you need and send it online. Keep in mind, eligibility will be based on the tenant's needs, but get them to come into the office, schedule that so that you can help them apply for this assistance. Money from federal rental assistance can cover up to 15 months of rent, including unpaid rent incurred during the COVID-19 pandemic and future rent in certain cases. Option 3, eviction. You may have gotten fed up, you may be up to here, but pay attention and see if eviction is the best option. Eviction can be very expensive, especially if you're in a state that already takes forever or requires an attorney or requires a lot of different fees. So be mindful of the eviction costs and would it be feasible for you to actually go through the eviction. Some may say yes because it's already been 6, 7 months or 8 months or 18 months that you haven't been paid. So the third option is eviction. Go ahead and look at the eviction criteria and process for your county, your state, and follow that. That's the third option, to go ahead and start the eviction. Here again, some counties are being careful about putting out tenants because the pandemic is still actually here. Corona has mutated and it's in a whole nother state of being. So be mindful of that and make sure that your county is actually giving out final judgments to actually have the tenant removed. Because once they get that set of eviction papers, if they was trying to pay or they're trying to get help, and if they really are in a crisis situation, they're really going to sit there. That's not to say do not start your eviction process, because thousands have been filed. But believe me, the judges are going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb because they don't want everybody out on the street. So option 3 is to actually go through the eviction, but be mindful and make sure that that eviction process and that eviction cost will be worth it for you. The fourth option and the fourth thing that you want to do in moving forward is make sure, because the pandemic is still technically not over, make sure as you get new tenants to increase your deposit. Increase your deposit. Pay attention to your policies and procedures. You may need to tweak it a little bit and get a little stricter. You may need to enforce a little bit more. You may want to make sure that your property manager, your assistant, and your team are enforcing everything that you put in place, being a little stricter and moving forward, because now tenants know that the moratorium is over, but it's kind of time consuming. And it just may take a while to actually get tenants who are only out 2 months or 3 months, or who can prove that they lost their job or that was affected. That clause in there does not matter anymore. Those are some options, and those are some things that we need to be doing right at this very moment, right now. If you're a landlord, whether you have 1, 10, 20, 120, 1,020, these are some things that you need to consider. We need to stay abreast on what's going on. So yes, time is up, time is up, time is up. But we can still recoup some of that money, and there's going to be some money that we just plain will not be able to get back as a landlord. You have to decide. You have to decide. Before I leave for today, and before I give you some final tips for today on what we should do and about the time being up, below here in the description there is some resources that will definitely help you crush it in real estate. There's resources that's going to help you in marketing. There's resources that's going to help you become profitable as a landlord and as a wholesaler. Also some tips and tools. If there's a topic or a subject in this area that you would like for me to discuss, put it in a comment. I'll be more than happy to make a video on it. Or if you just need that extra help, you need that one-on-one. If you need that one-on-one, schedule a coaching call with me. Look here, look here. There's a coaching call line that you can schedule your coaching call with me to get one-on-one coaching. Again, I always say take the time out to educate yourself, educate yourself. So I like to thank those who have subscribed, because you know already when you come on this channel, you're going to get it. I'm so thankful for you, and I like to give you a shout out. I like to give you a warm welcome and a congratulations for helping yourself become a better you. Look here, look here. This is who I want to give a shout out to today. Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a hand. You deserve it. Congratulations. Celebrate all wins. CAW. Celebrate all wins. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe now. Make sure you turn on that belly thing, because it'll let you know every time I get ready to step on here to give you those tips and tools. Free valuable information that's going to help you crush it in this real estate. That's going to help you crush it being a wholesaler. It's going to help you crush it being a landlord and a straight up investor in this real estate industry. All right, I want to end this video with a tip. If you haven't already created an LLC or S Corp or some type of business with the EIN number for your real estate, the time is now. The time is now to do it. At this current time, everybody is giving business credit cards out. Everybody is giving business loans out at a very low interest rate. If you have a 660, 670, 680 credit score, somewhere up in there, they've gone all the way down to 650. So if you almost got it and you have an EIN number for your real estate business, go to some of these banks, go to some of these places that have money ready to lend out during this pandemic. Grants are out here ready for this pandemic. Make sure you do that. Make sure you do that. So the tip is to make sure that you start an LLC. Go down and spend a little $180 or how much it is in your state. I'm not sure in your city. But go down there. This is the time to spend it, and then go to your bank that you currently bank with, or go to a credit union. They are really open right now and giving businesses, especially real estate industry businesses, loans, where it used to be hard for the real estate industry to get loans, regular loans. So make sure you take some time out and do that. If you need help, if you want to know a few of the ones that I can tell you right now that are loaning with a fair credit score, schedule a coaching call with me. I'll be more than happy to share some of those tips and tools with you and give you that so you can have a name and a company to go on. Schedule a coaching call if you need help with anything else. If you're just getting stuck with this real estate money, take a look here. The screen is somewhere where you can schedule that call. Don't forget to look in the description below. Make sure you come back. Rena MoMoney will be jam-packed with nothing but to help you in this real estate, help you crush it, and give you something to put on your mind and help you out and becoming a better you. All right, take care.